Hey guys, welcome back to my Frere Gaming. Welcome back to another CSGO Rants. I apologise for not having one done really recently. I've just not thought of a topic, but something that is sort of in my mind that really does still annoy me is, well, Russians, not Russians, EU server status. It's hard to word it without being racist. I'm not trying to be racist, but the EU servers at the moment is filled with probably 60% Russian, and then the rest of the countries are split equally, like Germany, France, England, etc. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad thing, okay, but Counter-Strike is a very teamwork-based game, okay? You need teamwork to win, and you also need communication to win. And you can't have either if you're dealing with someone who doesn't speak your language. Now, yes, most people know a lot of English, which is good. You know, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, they know a bit of English, and, you know, we know a bit of their language. But Russians don't. They scream at you and call you a suka blit, or they they call you a noob or scream at you. I'm not generalising either. This is maybe a small percentage of Russians that play Counter-Strike, but the ones I've come to play with in the at least past 6 games, I've dealt with a full team of Russians or people from that area that don't speak my language, so then they're just speaking their own language, telling how they're going to play the game, etc., etc. And I'm just there well, where do I fit into this? Because I just didn't know. So yeah, that's I don't know how it can be done. I reckon there should be EU West and EU East. Some MMOs do this. I really think it's a good idea. If you have EU West with Russian, Poland, all those countries around there, Ukraine, and then EU East. No, that's EU East. Sorry, and then EU West can be the small bit of Europe. So France, Germany, Spain, Italy, and England. I think that would be a whole lot better, just because we wouldn't have to sort of deal with people that don't speak a language. So when you're trying to communicate with your team, and it's I don't know if it was getting what I mean. I'm not trying to be racist, as I said. I'm just saying it's probably a lot better for a lot of the EU West players if that was to happen. If Valve could do that. Now I understand that maybe the servers would cost a lot more or something like that, but heck, I would pay an extra amount, an extra £5 for that to happen. I really would, because it's so hard to play a community-based game and a game that requires so much communication and teamwork with someone that doesn't speak your language. That's what gets to me and annoys me a lot. I play with a lot of American people, as you maybe see on the live streams. So when I play with them, I play obviously on American servers, and it's really good because everyone speaks your language and everyone's all friendly. Well, maybe not friendly, but you can speak to them and sort of decide where you're going, how you're going to play, if you want to eco this round, if you want to not eco that round, etc., etc. So that's what I sort of want to sort of see happen. But I don't know. It's a long shot really, because if it doesn't happen, then it's not really going to affect me as a Counter-Strike player. I'm still going to play the game. It's just something that could be an added bonus that could help the community a lot better. And you could also see less comments on YouTube videos, of angry Russians and things like that, because that is I see a Counter-Strike video and they'll just see Suka Blit or something like that, and there's so many meme posts about it, and I'm not sure why that guy just killed his teammate, but okay then. So I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be racist about it. It's not that I don't like Russians. I've played with some very nice Russians. In fact, I played with someone called Ikarin, and he was I'm pretty sure he was Russian or Polish or Ukrainian. He was somewhere, and I played with him. I really enjoyed playing with him. I've played with quite a lot. I don't hate them, and I don't dislike it. But it's just really difficult to play with them, and when it requires so much teamwork and communication, they don't speak your language. Yeah, some Russians and Ukraine and etc. they do speak English and they know what you're saying, so that's fine. But I'm telling you now, the majority I have personally played with, and this is where it comes in again. It's me personally. This is not you. I'm not saying if you go buy Counter-Strike today and you go on the EU servers, you're going to be facing this. No, I'm just saying this is me personally. This is what happens to me, and that's what I seem to be faced with. And I don't know why, but it's sort of got a lot more worse. I want to say worse. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's because I've gone down in ranks in the MG level, but they seem to be a lot more trolly at my rank as well. I don't know, maybe it's just me picking up on it a lot more now that I've sort of caught an eye for it. But honestly, I think it's a good investment if Valve could do that, to make an EU East and EU West servers. So that way we have 3 servers. You've got North America, you've got the Americas basically, and then you've got EU East, EU West. That's it. and then Asia, if they've got Asia servers and all the other ones, and like South America, etc., etc. Because that way, it's like saying, would you want South Americans? I don't actually know. Saying South Americans actually, because they really probably do understand English. I don't know. I'm extra salty because I like to blame Russians for losing. I'm joking. That is me joking there. I'm not actually being serious. But I still think it'd be a really good investment. It would help the community out. There wouldn't be so much saltiness. Russians could play with Russians. English people could play with people that understand the language. Or it just would help. It really would. And what also happens is that some Russians from the far east do play in our servers, and they'll have really horrible ping, and it's not their fault. So they are there hindered to play well on Counter-Strike because they're not on a good server. Now that might be wrong. That might have changed. There might be new servers for people that far east. But I'm just saying. That's what happens when I'm playing Counter-Strike. Anyway guys, I want to know your thoughts below. Remember, CSGO Rants is very short videos, that's why it's only like 6 minute shorts. But I do want to know what your thoughts are, and if you would like to see this implemented in Counter-Strike. If you don't want to see it implemented, why? I want to have a good discussion down in the comments. Be sure to like the video if you've thought what I said you agree with. If you don't, dislike the video so we can get a general consensus if you agree or not agree. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Hopefully I'll do another CSGO rant soon. Probably I'm going to do it on hacking, since hacking I'm not sure if that's been fixed yet. Yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I shall see you all in the next CSGO rants. See you later folks.